Once again, Madam Chairwoman, and we agree with your earlier comments made to this committee and support those comments that you made or suggestions that you made. I think, and you asked some pertinent questions, as did some of the other delegations here. In particular, we agree with New Zealand's comment that we really need to be very clear to the Nutrition Committee as to what gaps exist here. So we would submit to this committee and to the Nutrition Committee, of course, that the gaps that we see here are that we need to have a very clear and non-misleading definition, and where that would come from is in not leaving it up to the national authorities to decide what this definition means. That, as the Russian Federation so aptly pointed out, leads to a non-harmonized standard and a useless standard at that. So that would be one gap. The other gap would be including GMO techniques within this definition. That's too deviant from what the original 2012 scope of the definition was that we were charged with. And as I mentioned in my earlier intervention, Australia so aptly put it in the 2015 meeting of the CCNF-SDU that the 2012 document actually excluded GM techniques. So we think that what we need to do is stick to the original 2012 document and be very clear that this cannot be left up to the national authorities. This is the definition, and if we are to have a harmonized definition, then this is what we need to stick to. And I think if we go along those lines, we can fulfill this role of being clear to the Nutrition Committee and get an actual definition if that's what the two committees decide. But it needs to be clear, it needs to be non-misleading, and it needs to not be deceptive to the consumers. Thank you.